The moment you drop the lack, the moment you drop the need, the moment you drop the insecurity, you start healing automatically. There is less of a competition. When you are less in a competition, healing is going to happen. As long as you are competing, sometimes you will start competing even with your own self. I used to be like that in the past. I'm no longer like that. And you no longer living in the past, you living in the present. So first of all, stop competing with yourself, with other people. And that can start creating an atmosphere to the healing. Remember, when you are trying to think bad or wish anybody a negative or bad, one point. Second, you wishing or sending a negative, unhealthy vibration or hatred, anger, however you relate to it, this may not affect that person you are wishing or sending to back to it. One person got affected is you immediately the moment you brought those thoughts to your mind. The moment you bring those thoughts to the mind, it automatically affects you. Because it having a chemical reaction within you, biochemical reaction within you to your molecules, to your cells, to your brain cells, to your neural pathways, they start reacting and your body start becoming in the person may get affected later or may never get it, but you are already affected. So if you are on the path of healing, I will highly recommend drop that negativity, the vengeance, the hatred, the anger, or wishful towards to anyone. So similarly, when you send a gratitude, compassion, the kindness, the love, that will also start affecting you in a similar ways. Now concept comes when I go to a temple or some holy place, I feel very positive, I feel very uplifted. People bring that topic to it. Remember, when you are going into temple, you have a persona. You have pre-calculated relationship that atmosphere is very peaceful, very healing, very loving. So your brain unconsciously, automatically telling you that. So when you arrive there, your body chemicals start changing. You start feeling loving. You start feeling caring. You start feeling a sense of healing. You are in an atmosphere where everybody with a similar collective consciousness, and your body start receiving that vibration. So if you are on the path of self-healing, if there is lots of negative people around, try to reduce unwanted chatter in your life, unwanted people in your life, unwanted conversations in your life. Drop them. They don't serve you anything. All they do create a unsettling within you. And when that unsettling start happening, you lose the possibility of self-healing. Your body is constantly healing, 24/7 creating its own self-healing, but your mind is so busy abusing it. Your relationship of the senses is always so busy finding the ways to create a negative relationship. If not you create it, there are many other people will create for you. I give you an example of it. There are several healers I know in my life, very top ones, but they need healing themselves. Reason is nothing wrong with them, their healing capacities are still amazing. but they are constantly surrounded by the people who's filled with so much negativity, so much issues and concern. So that atmosphere becomes very collective to their own body. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you are in the environment and association 24/7. I give you example of it. You start hanging out with alcoholic person or a drug addict person. You may not take the drugs, you may not consume the alcohol, but certain body language, certain body movement, the behavior, unconsciously, you may pick up. So that is the muscle memory, the molecule memory, the cell memory. It becomes constantly, you might be on your own, but you are connected. You are affected by everyone's mind when you are open. Okay? So, what when you are with yourself, with the higher self, past the ego point, there is nobody else. When past the mind point, you are only on your own. Everybody is just a projection of you. So I tell the healer friend, how about you don't take that person's responsibility that you will heal that person? Leave that person's negativity to them. You remain in your positive vibration and create an atmosphere for that person to heal. So you don't get that negativity towards you. But somehow, deep down, psychologically, there is a self importance that I am a healer. And that identity that I am a healer can create a lot of problems. Drop every identity that one can create, drop it. So try to spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or within 1 hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just sit down, take a good breath, and enjoy the awareness of the breath. Enjoy being in the body with no label, no self judgment, not wishing anything that is lacking within you, that you may need something, just totally contained, pure bliss, full awareness in the body. Wherever you can feel, just spend 5 minutes in every 1 hour. Make a time. Every time when the clock happens, 5 minutes, I'm going to sit down quietly and I'm going to observe myself. That can start creating a bit more a healing process to back to you. That 55 minutes of that collective garbage of your senses, you can clean it out there and then. Becomes a healing process. It's not only mental. It is a physical, require movement, change your diet, do some exercise, do some physical activity, meditate, change your circumstances, surroundings, the atmosphere. So many things you can contribute to create a self-healing. Not just sit down and tell somebody telling me the story. You must also do some action to create a self-healing. If you say, but I can afford it, get somebody else to do the healing, it doesn't work. It may work for you, maybe 1 time, 2 times, but you becoming dependent, that's not going to last long. require your own action. Do some physical movement, change the diet, change the way you perceive things, change the people type of people you hang out with. That will create an atmosphere and your self-conscious contribution towards the self-healing.